It's right there.
What happened?
Oh, I just stepped in poop. Oh, gross.
But I kind of feel like when you're doing something extreme, particularly for the first time, it's like all bets are off.
So the fun we've all come for now is, I'm not going to show it because I don't think YouTube allows Fecal Matter. I thought for the first time that this is like the little engine that could. If we can do this, we can do the Atlantic.
Let's talk about pain for a moment. In that case, let's also talk about anxiety, distress, worry, fear, trauma, nausea, regurgitation, diarrhea, and every other negative thing that goes along with your first multi-day passage in the Atlantic with your family.
I'm a little seasick, guys, but I never throw up, so that's good.
As much as no one wants to focus on the negative, all of the attributes exist for a reason, to remind us of how good we have it when things are going well. For the last 4 days, we've been zigzagging on our floating home sailing vessel Friendship from Portugal to the Canary Islands, where we have been testing our ability to stay sane and solve problems on the fly.
We're getting pickles.
Pickles, yep.
Listen, every good passage starts off with pickles, some pretzels, a plate full of cheese, some nuts. What we have learned so far is that yes, we are not perfect sailors. Far from it. Well, what happened then?
I don't know. It slipped.
But what we have also realized is that if we focus on what we know, which is working together as a team and keeping our cool, the little we do know will go a long way. So that's one heck of a secure lock or whatever we have on there holding the engine in place.
Yep.
We also know that if we can learn from our mistakes, we will be that much more equipped for the next go. Join us as we finally complete our journey to the Canary Islands and become pleasantly surprised as someone miraculously sprouts a pair of brand new sea legs.
We never choose to do anything the easy way, do we, Will?
No.
Thank you so much to our patrons who make this and every one of our episodes possible. Welcome to day 5 of our crossing. And I'm smiling. Oh, that sounds weird. Welcome to day 5 of our crossing. I am smiling. I think, knock on wood, that I might actually have finally gotten my sea legs. I've been sitting up for about, excuse me, I've been sitting up for about 2 hours now. I feel good, so I've set some goals for myself. Today I'm going to change my clothes for the first time in 5 days. We are going to carve our Halloween pumpkin that never got carved. Maybe roast the pumpkin seeds in there. And I don't know. What else should I do today, Will? Is that too much? You think I should add something else to the list?
I think the fact that you're actually smiling and you may be laughing is such...
Oh, I'm gonna brush my teeth.
Yeah, do that too.
Brush my teeth.
That's really important.
Brush my teeth. I did brush my teeth yesterday.
Listen, I'm just happy that at this point you're not throwing up anymore. I'm happy that you don't have any reason to feel like you don't want to do an Atlantic crossing.
Oh, I know. Well, I'm happy that I feel like my sea legs have come because I really felt like I might be the one person in the world where the sea legs just never come. Now, on average, people say it takes about 3 days at sea. It's taken me 4 because we're starting on day number 5, and I'm still not 100%, but I can see a light at the end of the tunnel, so that means that it is, you hear that banging? It's been like that for the whole trip. It's mild right now. Maybe a special lunch? What do you mean?
I have no idea. Well, the fact that it's not coming out of a package means it's special.
I planned way ahead. I bought a lot of pre-made meals. I made some meals ahead of time, and we've just been eating just whatever's there. Just throw it in your mouth. I haven't been eating anything, but I've been eating saltines. But everyone else has just been throwing whatever there. Avalon ate half a jar of frosting yesterday, left over from Largo's cake. That's not all she ate. But I kind of feel like when you're doing something extreme, particularly for the first time, it's like all bets are off. So eat whatever you want. So do you miss cooking, Will?
I miss after like 4 or 5 days of us not being like in packaged meals. I really do miss this.
I know, me too.
This is the first time we've gone just like 4 days out at sea without stopping. And this is really just one of those things where if we can survive this cooking, I think we can survive at sea. Seriously,
think
this is
that's
like the
all-
massive test for. I can't see you.
Is that all it takes, you think?
This is what we need to survive for Atlantic crossing.
You think I'd... So it's okay if I throw up the whole way?
Well, you're getting over it now. I mean, these are
I am
just
getting over
these
it.
are the things that we have to do.
I know.
But I'm super excited. I mean, I feel like we're functioning like a normal like household
A
again.
normal family that lives on a boat and crosses oceans.
And we're
like
constantly
that.
in motion. It's like an earthquake happening at the same time. We're having cauliflower tacos,
Yum.
which is yum.
Yum.
And then we're also having broccoli with cheese on it. Is that right?
Melted cheese, yes.
Okay,
You're
cool.
bringing me back from the dead. I love it.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, try to reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all the bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the poles, pulling the stitches. Time to let go, so come what may.
Oh my god, it's a disaster.
It's pretty bad, but whatever.
The seeds are rolling around us, and this is our family meal of the week. Look at that.
The first, the one, the only.
The only.
I think we're gonna have
Yeah,
more.
the
I don't know
only.
why.
Avalon's on like a crazy midnight to 11 a.m. sleeping schedule, and then Largo's on a sleep
Quite
school.
regular, like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then 6 a.m. to 11 o'clock is my watch.
Alan, how have you enjoyed doing your watches?
They're better than sitting in here.
So you prefer the outside?
Yeah,
Are you able to
it's
get,
just quieter.
can you get schoolwork done?
I've been working on that so far, sort of, yes. It's not like top-notch schoolwork, but I'm getting stuff done.
Largo, how's your school going? Too much food in your mouth? Mm-hmm. Okay,
My sitting horizontal.
there you go.
My vertical is going well today.
We're all accomplishing major milestones here. And look at this stuff. This looks really good.
My favorite. I love these. I love these so much.
The
Bam.
earthquake underneath
Bam.
Compliments to the chef.
5 days of bam.
us. Thank you, Largo.
And with that, our routine took to life. Will went on leave, and the rest of us sat watch as we rode the waves on our way south. The night watches were easier because, surprise, surprise, we realized that we were getting really good at this.
Alan, you're becoming a pro, you know that. I think so.
Too tired to comment on that?
It's almost as if we were getting used to being at sea.
So we're waking up. Is this our final morning? Oh, we got one more morning.
Yeah, one more morning. Last night, Friendship she cruised last night.
No kidding. I was bouncing all over the place in there.
I felt for the first time that this is like the little
spaceship?
engine that could. We were doing like 7.5 knots, like consistent average for a good 3 or 4 hours. It was like we can perform with the big boys now. It was really, really, really magical. We were assisted by this. We had a current that was taking us from the back, and we also had some decent wind at the right angle. And I was messing with the sail angles, and I felt like finally I got this thing dialed in on how to make this thing work better for me.
So all of that complaining this summer about no wind, and now you finally got your happy spot.
The issue is in the Med, you don't get the wind and the waves working in tandem with each other. In this part of the Atlantic, there are like these current pools, and these current pools will go ahead and sort of push you in a certain direction. Now, they might have existed in the Med, I don't know, but I just learned about these things recently thanks to our our weather router, Jamie and Bihan and Gifford. And it's really coming in handy trying to sort of maneuver your track. I finally see what this boat can do.
Holy crap.
Leaving all my worries, I prepare for something new. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true. Holding on too long on unresolved questions holds you down. What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on and on, on and on. I'm moving on and on, on and on. I'm driving in my car.
He's like, he was going like this, freaky, like behind. Largo, I'm not kidding. Largo was even Oh,
It's not easy getting good shots of it.
it's not.
Underway. How are the waves treating you from behind? This is the first time you've seen them.
That's not true. I saw them when I was throwing up the other day.
That's true. But now you have a little more perspective.
I'm so dirty right now. Yeah. Well, what day is it? Day 85, and I'm finally starting to feel pretty good. I think it was that quinoa soup you made me, Will. It's delicious. Yeah, it's pretty calm right now, though. There's no knocking, there's no bamming, there's no kicking, there's no corkscrewing, there's nothing.
You have these waves. Look at these waves.
They're
coming up
beautiful,
behind us.
right? It's actually beautiful right now. If only all 6 days could have been like this.
Laura, how's your food? Are you holding down food now?
I was never not. Largo.
What's this right over here? This nastiness stuck to the side of
That
the boat?
puke I've had to like trek through every single time I want to turn, like tie the preventer on.
I think it's going to be permanent puke attached to the boat from now on.
We've got
I
a
don't know if
little
we can
bit
get it
of
off
cleanup
now.
to do. And that's not the only cleanup we gotta do, Jess.
What else?
We gotta clean
I
up.
puked in a bag.
No, Centuries left a little present here and there.
Oh, poor Sentry, the poor kitty. We got her
Margot,
going on the toilet.
Your cat, your job, your mess.
When was this my job? One of the cat.
This poor cat, Will.
Avalon's applying for colleges. You got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
You got something to put on your resume now.
Cat cleaner up.
My essay of when I cleaned up my cat's poop. No, Laura, don't worry, I'll do it. It's okay. It's right there.
What happened?
Oh, I just stepped in poop. Oh, gross. All right, so Century has had sock.
So
I'll just put that
the
inside
poor
out.
kitty, we trained her to go in the toilet, but
And now she's basically decided that over like day 1 and day 1.5, she was good about going in her toilet, and then after that she was just like, to heck with this.
it was too rocky. I could barely get my butt on the toilet, and I have 50 years of practice.
So Century's going back to her roots of going in this toilet area. We trained her to go on the other side, but now she's gone over here. We've actually planned for this a little bit, except for the poop part. But we have pee pads that you can see here that we put inside, and we've been swapping these out. So it's not awful, and we're trying to do this on a daily basis so that it doesn't get disgusting. But the smell of ammonia is trying to get to us a little bit.
There's been a lot of puking and pooping on this boat.
Yeah, so what we're essentially doing is taking these pet pads and putting them down here
Underneath our grate.
underneath our things. One of the things that we actually realized is that we knew that this would be an issue because we have a lot of friends, patrons, who also have dogs. Well, they have dogs on board, and they say that they can't get their dog to go on board forever. So a 5-day passage is almost like 100% out of the question. So at least we're grateful that Century knows what she's doing here.
She has a spot to go.
No.
And hopefully it'll be easy to transition her back to the toilet once we stop, which I think she will because she's a smart cat.
I gotta do it. Okay, close that. Stop that. I gotta
No, I'm gonna hold it on till you pass out.
No, seriously, it's really bad. I gotta clean this with vinegar.
Everyone wants to see you pass out. Keep going, keep going.
No, I'm serious. All right, so we've got this now outside. It's kind of disgusting. I really don't want to show that. I wish I could just blur that out.
You should. That'll get you demonetized.
You think so? Watch out, Avalon. Here. Yep. Oh, good God. All right, so I'm just gonna lay this down right here. Okay, so now we gotta go front. I'm gonna get my wash down pump. I have to go that way around because the other thing we have to take care of with our wash down pump is that Largo left a little present. He didn't poop.
He puked.
He came out the other way. And so we're gonna take care of two things at once.
And you get to use your new hose down thing.
I get to use my new wash down pump. I'm super excited about that. We're gonna put like the extender feature to bring it all the way back here.
Woohoo!
All right, so our new wash down pump is all the way up front, and I'm right now using, this doesn't like to hold up. We're only doing like about 5 knots of sailing in about like 12 knots of wind. And so as much as normally you wouldn't need to go ahead and harness in, it's our rule. It's a family thing. We're kind of safety first. Anyway, over here. Look at this hair. I need a haircut so bad it's not even funny. That was a squid that landed on our front the other day. We haven't cleaned that. We haven't cleaned that either. And there we go. That is where our spinnaker should be. It's not there. We haven't gotten that far yet. We are bad boat owners. Here we go. Locked and loaded. So now walking back on essentially like the walk of shame. The path that will lead me past the disgusting part that Largo left behind. But I've got my trusty hose with me. I know. Okay, have Largo turn on the hose in salt water.
Laura, turn on the salt water hose!
You gonna just toss out the hot water? Is that your way of fixing it?
Yeah. Am I hitting it?
Oh, yeah, slowly. You're gonna need a lot more hot water than that. All right, let me get the salt water. Here we go.
Try not to split us in here, Will.
Largo, it's like it never happened. Don't run away, Largo. Listen, you buy something to use it. Oh my gosh, this is... Aren't you glad we have this wash down pump?
I'm thrilled.
How much fun is this? I don't get a lot for tools in life. And so
What
this,
are you talking about? This whole boat is tools.
I know, but I don't have like a garage full of tools, so this is like my fanciest tool that I have. All right.
You got it all? Now it's time to get the kitty stuff.
Now we gotta get the kitty poop. All right. It's not as good as a pressure washer, clearly, but it is.
Does it get rid of the smell too?
That's a great question. Just leave it here. Thank you, Laura.
And our final evening turned out to be the smoothest ride ever. Even though there was no wind and we had to motor for the last 9 hours.
Good morning, Ish.
Okay, so
Okay.
how's your night?
It was fantastic. It was fantastic until an hour ago when the wind basically died. So we're on motor now, but I've been able to keep the angle that you wanted for, I guess, the direction that we're going in. And we are about 35 miles away from the edge of land. So 35 miles from Land Ho, which if we continue at like current-ish speeds, it'd probably like 7 hours.
Okay.
So just in time for the sunrise, which will be cool.
So about 4 hours from internet land.
I don't know. Can we get internet this far out?
About 20 miles out.
20 miles
If
out?
we're lucky.
Ah.
Okay.
Alright, so 3 hours till internet, but I'm going to bed, so
Okay.
no internet for me.
Alright, love you. Go to bed.
Mwah. Love you too.
We had the moon to light our way, and the peace and tranquility of being truly alone was amazing. And even though the passage took up an additional day more than expected, and reaching a cell signal and having a connection to the living world was welcomed, the best feeling was when we finally saw land.
So we are now on first side of land, and it feels really good. We're getting close to Montaña de la Caldera, which is the first island that you see when you go to the Canaries if you're going to like the more eastern islands. And I see a lighthouse. This is This is a really good feeling. I want to wake up everyone right now, but I'm not because I'm a little sensitive that everyone's being restful. They let me sleep during the day so I can take the night watches, and we did it. I expected this to happen. I just didn't think that all this adventure would happen in the meantime. We survived as a family. We survived as a boat, as crew, as captain, as seamen, as just navigators. And if we can do this, we can do the Atlantic. Look at that, guys. We have land and we have no wind, but that's okay. Look at this. It's a beautiful thing. And Jessica's, I think, coming out soon. I can see her stumbling and rumbling and fumbling over there. Jess! In case you haven't seen it yet, there's land. There's land. I know.
Oh my god! Land! Oh my gosh, land. Is there more?
There's a lot of
more.
land.
Oh my gosh!
We're here in the Canary Islands.
Hi, Canary
Finally.
Islands! I'm still in the same clothing I've been in for 5 days!
I'm
No,
sure
actually-
you smell wonderful.
I changed. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Pink clouds. Oh, it only took us 85 days to get here.
That's alright. You know what?
We've celebrated everyone's birthday all over again. Oh
We're
my-
learning the really hard way on how to do this life, and this is one more chapter in that chronicle.
We never choose to do anything the easy way, do we, Will?
No,
Other people made it here in 4 days.
let's
did
not go
not.
there. We need a whisker pole.
We need a whisker pole, yes. And now we need to fix our dinghy, and we need to fix our sail.
That's alright.
I feel so accomplished, even though I didn't do much.
That's right, and
I
we
just
broke
puked.
almost everything.
And we broke everything.
Just soak it all in.
Soaking it in. Oh, wow.
Yep.
What a ride.
We're only about 8 more hours till we can anchor.
I thought, no. We're going to stop at the short distance, 2.5 hours.
When opening up the story of this passage 2 episodes ago, we spoke about competence and confidence. Now that we're on the verge of completion, 6 days later, our confidence has definitely gone up a few notches. And our competence, well, if the what does not kill us makes us stronger mantra holds true, then yes, we are that much more competent. As long as we learn from our mistakes, and without a doubt, we have. We're here! Will and I started this incredible journey of discovery with Avalon and Largo for lots of reasons. To develop a perspective of the world based on our own experiences, to strengthen our family bond, and a whole host of others. But the one that has stood front and center since we have become a liveaboard family is the ability to accomplish hard things.
Hey, Will, do you remember how to do this?
This I can do.
You've anchored like 5,000 times at this point. You can do it. Oh, it's beautiful here.
It is nice.
By the time we arrived at our anchorage, we were exhausted and relieved that more did not go wrong. As far as whether I'm going to do this again for 3 weeks as friendship and crew cross the Atlantic, the answer is yes, for now. We pulled this off, so there's no reason why we can't pull that off as well, regardless of what the critics say.
Guys, we have accomplished something that our family has not yet done. Hopefully we're going to do this a lot more often.
And I think, first of all, I think I've got an infection in my eye. But second of all, I think that it's hard to truly appreciate it right now because we're all so tired and stinky and hungry and just gross. But
There's nothing like 10 a.m. non-alcoholic champagne.
This champagne, I'm worried because it's been like bounced around for the last 5 days.
it's going to blow up in your hand. Watch out. Just don't aim it towards your brother. There's no ERs around
It's
here.
cork, so it's biodegradable.
You want to have the first sip?
Hold
Rose?
on.
Did it hit you, Largo?
Put it down, shake it again.
Do you want to have the first sip? Sure. Go for it.
I don't want to drink off the bottle. With you guys are drink afterwards. No.
Okay, that's there. Toss this up front.
Arr, me hearties. I've got a parrot now.
We had enough snacks and cooking and crackers to last us.
Yeah, I hope you guys save some for me because now I'm feeling better. I want some of them.
We We bought as if we're going into like the Caribbean from here.
I provisioned for the Caribbean just in case we got like on our way and decided let's just keep going.
Do you think we can hear you over the hose?
I think so.
Oh, the water looks beautiful. I mean, honey, you look beautiful.
Thank you.